Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If you've never been here before, today I'm going to be giving you 10 different facts about being a stay-at-home mom or just stay-at-home mothers in general. I am under the bracket of a stay-at-home mom. I do the social media influencing. That's been something I've been consistent with throughout my journey as a stay-at-home mom, which has been nice. It's kept me on my toes and still collaborating with businesses. But at the end of the day, I don't have a 9-to-5. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have a 2.5-year-old daughter, and this is what I do. So these facts were interesting for me to look up, and I did my research, and they're all credible sources. I found them from various sites, so I did look online for them. So I'm going to share the ones I thought that were the most interesting with you today. I also want to preface before I begin the video that I am not trying to compare in any way of working moms or stay-at-home moms or people that put their kid in daycare. It is all preference-based, whatever you want, and I am not judging you. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I am just simply talking about facts about stay-at-home moms. The first one, and I'm reading this from the list that I've compiled together. So in 2021, and keep in mind the video I'm posting right now is in 2024, so this was just a few years ago, the estimated worth of a stay-at-home mother was $184,000 based on the hybrid role that they play of an academic advisor, a janitor, a dietitian, a nurse, a daycare teacher, a chief operating manager, and so much more. If you think about it, if you were to do any of the jobs that you do at home and you'd pay somebody for them, they would be making a lot of money. And so you're combining all of the expertise, if you will, into one from a daily, nonstop, no breaks lifestyle. And that's how much that they're claiming that it is worth based on 2021 statistics. So it's probably even increased by now because of inflation. Crazy. Number 2. Moms aged 25 to 44 were 3 times more likely to not be working in order to take care of families than men. Stay-at-home dads are definitely a thing, and I think that's great. I think whatever works for you, great. But stay-at-home moms are definitely a lot more of a socially accepted thing, but like a more common thing. You know, when I go take my daughter to places like there's toddler time at the library, for example, there's only like 1 or 2 dads that go. The rest are all moms. Most of the time it's stay-at-home moms because it's in the middle of a weekday, like a work day. So you can kind of tell who's there and it's nice to bond. But yes, it's a lot more common. Number 3, 50% of moms that choose to stay at home have at least one child under the age of 5, which makes sense because once you're 5, you're entering into like at least preschool into kindergarten. And so those kids are kind of at least starting the process of going to school for a little while, and you could do something if you wanted to make some money. You could have some time at home to get things done. Whatever it is you choose to do, you would even have some time to yourself, which is nice. Right now in the stage I'm in, my daughter is 2.5. I don't have a lot of time. She requires a lot of my time and a lot of my attention. So I don't have a lot of ability to get things done. And I don't know how I would. Number 4, children who have a parent who stays at home may achieve better academic performance. I don't know the way that they base this off of, but I do know it makes a lot of sense just in the terms of when you have an educated parent, for example, who's giving the right attention to your child instead of a daycare where there's just kind of like a free-for-all type of environment. And some of them do offer classes and some of them are a little bit upper scale, some aren't. And so I could see where the statistic lies. I think they also were basing it off of test scores, and it's just an interesting statistic. Number 5, this one's kind of neat. So the state in the United States that has the most households with stay-at-home mothers in them is Mississippi, with 6.5% of households containing a stay-at-home mother. And the least amount of stay-at-home mom households was the state of Iowa, with 0.9% of households. And in my findings, I also read somewhere about how in Iowa, they don't really recognize stay-at-home mothers as a job, which is insane because after having my daughter, kind of didn't realize that I didn't have so many options. I kind of thought that the job that I had at the time was going to just stay there, and it would have, but I had a unique situation and things that happened and the chain of events that took place like they did. So it is what it is. Some people have the option, some people don't. Number 6, stay-at-home moms are significantly more likely to experience worse physical and mental health than those who work. And I completely see why. There are so many factors that play a role in this. I love my time with my daughter. I love that I'm able to be here with her. And I know one day I'm going to miss it and regret or almost feel guilty for feeling like this. But I get it, because it isn't like you're interacting with adults, and I am in my house day in, day out, and it's way worse in the winter because you're stuck inside with not a whole lot to do, and your options for socialization is limited. And I'm thankful that I have very good friends that are also mothers and also aren't, and they are accepting of my daughter, and they take me in with open arms, and I am able to be social still outside of being a mom. I'm very thankful for all of that. But I could see it, because especially like after you give birth and you first have the shock of becoming a stay-at-home mom, for me, I had the postpartum problems. Like, I was feeling it, and I didn't even know in the moment that I was going through it, but I definitely was. So I could see that for sure. Number 7, approximately 20% of stay-at-home moms file for divorce. Wow. Number 8, 2.5 full-time jobs is equivalent to being a stay-at-home mother. Studies have shown that it's literally 2.5 full-time positions in one. And again, it's probably because it never ends. That doesn't shut off, and you don't get a break unless you literally get a sitter, or you have somebody helping, or your partner takes over when they get off of work, which is also a stressful endeavor, because then you're worrying about flipping and then people getting overworked. And it's good to have a nice balance, because we're humans and we're adults and we have needs that we need other than being a parent. Number 9, 61% of stay-at-home mothers are under the age of 35. Again, I can see this because generally you're not having kids older. Obviously people do. I know many people that have, but the age of having children is, in my brain, somewhere between 25 to 30. And I had Willow when I was 24, turning 25, just in a few months after I had her. And so I fell under that bracket of what I'm saying, but I could see how they're mostly under 35. Number 10, and the final fact for today, is the average mom will have changed approximately 7,300 diapers by the time her baby is 2. I often wonder sometimes if there isn't a way to know, but I often wonder how many diapers I've changed. Crazy though. And my daughter's 2.5 and she is still in diapers. We have little potties for her in both the bathrooms, but she's just not fully attached to that yet. So it's a work in progress, and I'm going to try my best. I mean, I try every day to tell her, hey, we use a big potty. I mean, it will all happen in due time. And she does go to the bathroom on the toilet sometimes. She's just not amazing at it. So we're working on it, but I probably have changed about 10,000 diapers. That sounds about right. It's crazy though. Yeah, so I hope you liked this video because it was different, and it kind of gave shone some light on some really interesting facts about stay-at-home mothers as a whole. And if you have any other facts you want to list down below, go ahead and do that. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Click the bell button to be alerted when I post. I upload a new video every Monday and Thursday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. And as always, stay sassy. Bye guys.